Chapter 737. Fury was on the verge of collapse. He knew that he was entirely powerless now. After coming to Oris Hill, he was not able to uncover the identity of the culprit who had harmed his second son. Instead, both he and his eldest son had lost one of their legs each. Right then, Adam's men walked up to Fury and grabbed hold of his right leg, hitting his kneecap directly. Fury felt an extremely sharp pain in his right knee, and he felt as though he was about to pass out from the pain. Fury ground his teeth to stop himself from screaming out loud in pain. However, he could only endure the severe and excruciating pain for less than 10 seconds before he let out a loud and horrifying cry. Adam glared coldly at Fury before he snorted in disdain. "Who do you think the Whale family is? You actually have the audacity to act rashly on the Anderson family's territory? This is just a small punishment to teach you a lesson today. If you dare to offend the Anderson family again in the future, the Anderson family will surely destroy and execute the entire Whale family." Adam's words were loud and clear. This was especially so for the last 7 words, destroy and execute the entire Whale family. Fury was so frightened that he could not help but tremble in fear. What was happening? What exactly was going on here? Why did it seem as though the Anderson family was targeting him directly? He was merely looking for the perfect opportunity to get to know the Anderson family so that he could suck up to them and offer to work for them. However, Fury could not understand why the Anderson family would hate them so much that they would actually give them such a harsh punishment for a small misunderstanding. He could not figure it out for the life of him. He could only attribute all of this directly to Andrew and the other 5 bodyguards. It had to be because they were fighting in Orem Grand. It seemed as though the Anderson family completely did not tolerate this kind of insolence. It seemed as though they would have to be severely punished by the Anderson family even if the crime they had committed was simply causing a scene on the Anderson family's property and beating up some of the Anderson family's insignificant subordinates. Fury truly hated Andrew to the core. This was all his fault. He was the one who had started the fight in Orem Grand. He was the one who had implicated him and his son in this matter. At this time, Fury could not wait to rush over to Andrew so that he could strangle him to death. He was absolutely filled with murderous intent at this moment. However, Fury knew very well that he would not be able to kill anyone on Adam's territory. Therefore, he made up his mind to call home as soon as they had left Orem Grand. He would ask his family to send some of their skilled fighters over to kill Andrew and the other 4 bodyguards. He wanted them dead. He would not allow them to continue living in this world anymore. At this time, Adam said coldly, "I will give you 10 minutes to get the hell out of Orem Grand. If I see that you are still in Orem Grand after 10 minutes, I will make sure that I break your other leg as well." Fury trembled in fear before he hurriedly replied, "Don't worry, Mr. Smith. We will leave immediately. We will leave right now." After he was done speaking, Fury limped toward his son and reached out his hands to help him up. He could only shed tears as he tried to comfort his son. "Son, after we get back to South Haven, Dad will find the best orthopedic surgeon to treat your broken leg." Sean was a complete mess. He stood up with great difficulty despite the help of his father, and he cried as he said, "Dad, can my leg truly be cured?" "Yes, of course." In truth, Fury knew that it was almost impossible for Sean's leg to be cured since his kneecap was already completely shattered. Even if they were to replace all of his joints with an artificial one, there would be serious sequelae in the future. Even if he did not end up a cripple, it would be utterly impossible to restore him to the state of an ordinary person. However, he could not allow his son to lose hope. His son was still young after all. Both of them did not even bother to pack up their belongings and simply walked toward the door of the presidential suite as they supported one another. At this time, Adam suddenly smiled and said, "Hold on."